Okay, I'm thinking we're live. So, welcome everybody. If you're watching this YouTube recording rather than the live, you may want to skip ahead a few minutes until we get cranked up. Not too far because I'm going to go over the details of the stencil sale here in just a minute. Hey, Joan, can you hear me? My chatters are gathering, and I want to make sure they can hear me. And once I hear from Joan, we'll go. Hey, CB. Can you guys hear me? Okay, perfect. Okay, let's get her going. Gayla. All right. So, this is just stuff I throw out to get my thumbnail for the video when it's shown on YouTube. But I think this is my favorite print so far. There's ghostly pictographs and then the crazy on top of it in the bronze metallic. Love that. I really like this one too. And I'm going to use this again. This is that turquoise in the background is Seth's Eyes Ink Ice Clear Glaze Gel. Hey, April. Linda, Janine, welcome, guys. And it really cleaned the plate. And I love the color when it looks like this in the package. But you can see it's a transparent gel, and when you spread it out, it becomes really transparent. Beautiful color. Hey, Linda, Debbie, Judy, welcome. So these are just some other ones. This one, I really like the stencil of Jones. This is the Dream Catcher. I really like that print too. Another one of Jones with the what is that called? Unchained, unlinked. No, broken links. I forget. We'll find out. Hey, Elaine. And Gayla, that was done just for you. Hey, Kimberly. That was a cleanup print with, I think, the Every Which Way on top of it. You really can't see it because the colors were set. There you can on the top. The colors were separate, but it's kind of cool. I think a little pop of black might just be what the doctor ordered. This was my ink experiment gone bad that the ink ran after it dried. Here's the one I did for Jude. So let me get the admin stuff out of the way for the sale so those watching it on YouTube or coming in new know what the deal is. So I design stencils for istencils.com as well as Joan Smithies, who you can see in chat in blue. She's one of my mods. You can find both my stencils and Joan stencils under my Patti Tolley Parrish heading on istencils.com. They are having a sale. It's 33% off the entire site, over 3,500 designs. You get a free stencil. As I'm talking, I'm going to dig through here and see if I can find the free stencil, what it looks like to show you. You get a free stencil. Here it is. It's one of Joan's designs. Whoops, I got two there. It's this stencil you get free if you purchase at least one of my stencils or one of Joan's stencils, and you get this. There usually is like a $25 minimum purchase to get the free one. Hey, Malia. But now you only have to buy one stencil when you get the free one. Sherry from iStencil is going to donate 10% of the entire week's worth of sales to a COVID-19 charity. If you're in the U.S. and you spend $50 as usual and as every day for their site, you get free domestic shipping on $50 orders. The sale was started running on March 23rd and ends Monday the 30th, 2020, in case you're looking at this years down the road. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Jan. Domestic shipping, if you don't meet the $50 minimum, is a flat rate envelope for $2.99. International shipping is $11.99 in a flat rate envelope. So that's pretty amazing that those are the numbers for the for shipping for international. Because those of you who live over the pond, one pond or the other, you know what that's like. So, I've been rolling off here, just cleaning off my brayer between rolls. Yesterday, I was playing and I took those pieces of the newsprint and I made some future washi tape out of those little bits of roll off. So you can see a lot of these have Seth stamps where I embossed over the paint. This one, I'm probably going to do some foil quill work in there a little bit, but I'll just use slices of that, right? Or I might just punch holes in it and use that. And this is one of Seth's stamps on top of just, it's this newsprint with brayered off black paint, some of my silver black ink where I just cleaned the brush off, and then I stamped with a Japanese script stamp real lightly in the background. You can see it. And then embossed with the platinum Ranger embossing powder, which is a real fine embossing powder. And I used it because this stamp is so fine. It's so fine. See me. Hey, Libby. You nut job. So there's that one. I started embossing on this one, and I tried to use this wooden stamp. It didn't give me a very good impression, but I got a little ghostly image there. So I started with this other stamp that I had. And of course, when you put it down, it's clear. You can't see it, so it comes out crooked. Who knows? This was the black with that amoeba stamped on it, my other wood stamp, and then I just put this stamp of Seth's on that, and this too. That's the platinum again. And this one I did 2 of his stamps. I did pictographs on this one. These are 2 of his new powders. That one and this one's cool. This is the Stardust one. I don't know if you can see it. It's real. It's got a purpley blue cast to it, but it's got all kind of stuff in there. So that's what I did with those little bits. Throw those up in the pile. And everybody's been asking me about these, and they came in today. So I was going to bring these out and use them. These are the Arteza. You see me use this Arteza Aztec Gold metallic paint. And then Zandra tagged me with on an Instagram post and made me buy these. But I was happy to do it because I love metallics, anything shiny. And this Arteza paint, I really like it. I didn't think that I would when they first were coming out because of the price point, but much to my surprise and delight, I do. Hi, Susan. Oh, good. So these are, oh, there's 8. I was thinking there was 10. There's 8 tubes in here. Of their different metallic varieties. So maybe before we get started, we'll swatch these. So if anybody's here for just the stencil sale, you might want to drag the little bar on the timeline and scooch it to the right 5 minutes or so, as I'm going to, they're in no particular order. I'm going to put them in kind of light to darker. And my own little order. And we shall do a little quick swatch. I'm not going to dirty and clean different brushes. I'm just going to plop them on with my finger. Ugh. Hey, Kim. Where do you purchase the stencils? One of the mods can throw the link out there for you, Kim, but it's at istencils.com. And you can look under my heading, Patti Tolley Parrish, and find mine and Joan's designs there. But the discount 33% off goes for the entire site of like $3,500. And you guys might want to check out the Badass stencils as well. Because they are badass. They were named that for a reason. They're really nice. And they're a little bit higher price point on the average, but for the 33% off, you're never going to get them any cheaper. I'm just saying. Okay. Well, of course, I got them right out of order. This is the silver. I'm going to do them on black and white. And this is the silver over here. Now I'll go back and put the pearl white. There you go, Kim. There are the direct links. Hey, Riri. So I hope everybody is staying healthy and trying to entertain themselves as best as possible. That's why I'm here, for your entertainment purposes. It's a sad state of affairs. Well, you guys got to turn to me for any kind of entertainment, although I try. Yeah, these are 120 mil tubes, 4.06 fluid ounces. So they are a smidge. No, they're the same as this. They're the same quantity as this, 4.06, 120. And this one is just called gold. Oh, take the little stopper off, Patty. Hey, Eileen. Hey, Dot. Hey, Kathy. So I got in these Arteza metallic tubes today. And I'm just going to show you what they look like on black and white. And I'm going to use them when I jelly print tonight too. So you will see them more, but to see them true, I think you need to do it this way. I bought the iridescent set, similar color. Yeah, I got those too, actually. This is the Aztec gold. This is the one that you always hear Robin talking about that she loves, and that this is the one I have in the soft pouch. And I was told that there was probably, hey, M&M, I was told that they were sold out of that color. And you couldn't get it on Amazon or just about anywhere, but it is in this set. Not that you want to buy 8 paints to get one, but that's for you to decide. Don't follow me. This one's bronze. These are nice and creamy. When does the sale end? Janine, the stencil sale ends Monday, the end of the day, Eastern, March 30th. You know you're going to buy them, Dot. Just save yourself the typing. Just buy them. You know what's going to happen. This one is called Pearl Marmalade. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. That's orangier than it looks in the tube. It looked a little bit red in the tube to me compared to the swatch, but me likey. And this one is Pearl Deep Brown. And these actually open pretty easy. They have a foil cap on it, but it's got a little tab you can pull on to rip them off of there. They're pretty easy to open. Oh, I still had orange on my finger. Not good. Did you guys hear? Xander's not going to be on tonight. She's hey, Colleen. They're watching a movie together, the family. And but I was texting with her earlier because I heard that it's being considered to really lock down New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut even more than they're already locked down. So I guess that's going to go to a full shelter in place thing if it happens. Apparently, the governors are not happy with that decision, but it's not decided yet. So that will not be good. Okay, are they thicker than the paints in the pouches? I think they're the same thing. Pretty sure they're the same paint. April. Hey, Pat. Hands is cold. Rained almost all day here today. So anyway, here they are. These always look better metallics when they dry. So I'll show you, but I'm going to sit them aside and I'll remind me. Gail, I'll put you in charge of that to remind me, and I'll come back and look at them when they're dry. They are pretty. And I'll be using them on the jelly plate too. So they shall surface again and again and again. Pretty sure. All right. So let's get after it. Found out today we have had 120 cases in San Antonio and 5 deaths. Yeah. I saw where Oakley. Oh, for Pete's sakes. That was a weird Freudian slip. Italy crossed over the 10,000 death mark today. It's crazy. It's so sad. I have friends at work. We have an office in Italy. I have friends at work that have family there that I work with here. Everybody that I know is okay personally, but there are 10,000 that are not. Hey, Green. G'day. We are safe and well. I hope you are too. I don't know if you like stencils, but I don't want you to miss this. I just went over the iStencil sale, 33% off, a free stencil, a 10% donation they're going to make. And I think you're probably in Australia, so I'm going to say $11.99 international shipping. So you can check that out if you're interested. Hey, Kathy. Okay, let's get her done. If anybody wants to see a particular design, same thing, just ask me. I'll show you the best I can, and we can, I've got a lot of layers going here. We can just go play in the meantime. But anyway, if there's something you're on the fence about, you want to see it in action, throw it at me. I was looking at this reddish color. Amalia, I hope your family is all safe. Ugh. So this, I like this color. We used this before. It's a folk art metallic called Regal Red. Right, let's use, they look pretty close. This one's orangier for sure. I think probably the whole country is going to go to online schooling, or no more public school, or open for the rest of the year. Oh God. But who knows what's to come? Who knows, honestly? I am sure I do not. So let's mix these two up. You can see the different consistencies. The orange, the Arteza is much smoother, and got a little snot going there with the red one, but they'll mix up okay. Oh, I didn't even pick out a stencil. The nerve. Well, you know what? Here's a badass one on top. Let's just do this. This is a badass stencil. What's it called? Maori Madness, this one's called. It's kind of divided in two, but they fit nicely on the 8x10 jelly plate. So let's just smush this one up and see what happens. Hey, Glenda. Good to see you in chat. Yes, it is, CB. Oh, those are pretty together. That kind of looks like a CB color. Fiery little redhead that she is. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Kathy. Yeah, this is a badass stencil. It's one of the badass designs they sell in iStencils. These are also part of the sale. You know what? I'm going to pull a few of those out because some of those are pretty super duper. And of course, they're just kind of mixed in here. That's another one. And I still have more of Jones to show you that are her new ones that I haven't dirtied up yet, God forbid. Oh, and here's this 3D one. This one is always fun to look at. That's an iStencils brand, their own brand. Oh, you know what? I'm going to print some of this because I like those to cut out and use in collage. Yes, I do. Badass Stencils has different layouts of their stencils. Like this one, for instance. That's a really cool one. See the waves at the top? They do the edges and some designs as well on some of theirs. So they get pretty cool looking when you look at them. Oh, and I want to make sure I show you this one. This was an exclusive a few sales ago, but now it was so popular and everybody was asking for it. She made it part of the regular line, so you can buy it now. Where are you, badass stencils? I don't want to spend all night with my head in the drawer, but let me fluff through the other side here and see what I can find. Sorry, guys, I'm locked in for 12 weeks. Good Lord. What? So are you allowed to go out to get groceries, Dot, or do you have to have them delivered, or do they have some kind of a military or some kind of a service delivering food for those who may not have been able to afford to buy in advance? Here's another badass one. How does that work there for you guys? Or are you allowed to do what we're allowed to do? You can go out for the grocery, pharmacy, or the liquor store, believe it or not. All the necessities. Have to have them delivered. Think of all the people delivering those. All right, I'm going to put these in the bottom of the pile because I want to get Jones' new ones shown here first before we go back in history. So this is another badass one called Eden. And this one's called Badass Triple Threats. They got these little ones called BAMs. No, bat. Sorry, they're bats. B-A-T-T. And they can break out of here. You got to cut them because the Mylar's too heavy to tear, but you just cut them out of there if you want them separate. But we'll get to these. Let's see. Yes. Oh, hell, this is still on my plate. See what you guys let me do? I got to blame it on somebody. It's going to be you. All right, let's take this and let's... Oh, wow, Susan. Neighborhood group will go and get stuff. Oh, that's nice. Hi, Randy. I use this quick wrap 12 by 12 sheets I get from Sam's online. But I honestly don't know if they still have it. Somebody told me they couldn't find it. Hey, Mom. Hi, Amalia's mom. Rosetta. Hello. It's nice to see you. Sort of. I don't see you, but I see you. I hope you're doing well, honey. CB's been forced to cook. What will this world come to? Hey, Judy. Closing roads between the states. Did they say that officially now, Judy? I knew they were talking about it. Hi, Steph. You do not need a code. They have a new website, and the whole website, 3,500 plus stencils are on sale, 33% off. So you don't need a code. Whatever you put in, that will apply. And let me say this again. I say it every time because I really think it's helpful. It's such a huge site. If you see something that you like, put it in your cart. And if you end up with way too many in your cart, like I always do, go back and take out, decide then to get rid of it. But if you find you remembered seeing something that you like and you try to go back and get it, good luck to you. Let me just say, unless it's like one of mine or Jones or the smaller designers that don't have that many out there and you remember whose it was, then it's findable if you want to invest the time, but I don't have the patience to do that double work. All right, so now this is probably just about dry. Good or bad, it's just about dry. But what do we want to pick that up with? I'm thinking black flash, bronze, or maybe Titan buff. They were calling about threats for tornadoes. Eileen and I was thinking, oh dear Lord, not a tornado anywhere on top of all this. No writing cabins for less than 30 days. Kentucky has troopers on the state line. Wow. It's crazy. I mean, I think that's what we got to do. I just, we'll do whatever they say they got to do. Unfortunately, my Dave has to go to work on Monday. They split the crew and they're going in. One crew was, half the crew is off 1 week. He was off this week. Now he goes back Monday. But they got to go. It is crazy, Eileen. And I heard a lot of people from New York are going to their summer homes down near you, too. I know that's what's happening in Xander's neighborhood. They're coming down to their Jersey Shore homes. Okay. Focus. We got the focus. You know what I'm going to do? Because that's such a cool little print laying there. I'm going to grab a few pages of onion skin. And as I say onion skin, I remember I have stuff sitting over that I have to ship out that I have not shipped out because it's been a little crazy. Oh, this is the long stuff. I don't want the long stuff. I'm going to save that for something else. I think Kathy gave me this. Okay. Oh, we had a thunderstorm here this morning. Yeah, I know. And at the same time, Eileen, I could understand wanting to get the hell out of there. But you don't know that you have it taken it somewhere else. That's the problemo. What do I want to pick this up with? Champagne gold, black flash. I'm leaning towards black flash. Let's just do it. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys are good in Virginia. This kind of thing says a lot. Oh, God. This says a lot for what a cabin somewhere out in the woods. All these Alaskan shows where people are homesteading and all that kind of good stuff. They're not sweating it, I bet. Stop anyone coming into the state of Florida. Well, let's try to have some art fun here. Hey, Terry. Yep. Yeah, it goes both ways, right? The people who live there year round are afraid of them coming and they pay to have a place there and want to get out where it's scary. Oh, Oh, that's a sad state of affairs, Jerry, when I'm responsible for your mental health. Ask Gayla. All right. Well, I should have gone with a prettier color in the background for this. Although, you know, I mean, it's all right. I don't think it's going to warrant a hello lover, but let's be done with that. I might do something else with that. Okay, let me burn through some of Joan's new ones here that aren't painted yet. We cannot have that. So here's some of Joan's that I've already done. This is that one I showed you called Broken Links. And it was, I don't know what your work is, Patty. Eh? Are you asking what I do for a living? In my real job that actually pays me? I love this one. Any Which Way. This is one of Joan's. We've already painted that up. Yeah, I'm working from home, Dot. We're all working from home. The office is shut down. I work for a telecommunications company that is trying its hardest to keep the networks up and running for our customers who have the big networks. Yeah, I'm an executive assistant for the chief marketing officer of our telecommunications company, and I'll be there almost 19 years. This is Dreamcatchers. That's one of Joan's new ones. I showed you a print right off the bat. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. This is Floor Cascade. And this one, I'm showing you these. I'm not telling you what they were. This one's called Wobbly. We used these already. I got to print this one. There's one. This one we printed a couple times. I like this one. This one's called Camtasia. Dave. All right, get it now. Yes, essential work. No, we can work from home. I work from home every Friday anyway, but now the office is locked down and all of us have to work from home all the time, and we all can. We have that connectivity and we can all do that. The guys that can't are the ones actually in the lab working on the network, trying to help our customers. So they're on the ground, but we're a global company. We're worldwide. There's over 6,000 of us. So yeah, did she? Yeah. Out of garlic and onions in an Italian household. That is not acceptable, Malia. Rosetta, tell your daughter. I love this one. This is one of the first ones I printed of Joan's. This is one of her circular ones. And I'm trying to find the name. Here it is. It's around the perimeter. Wheel of Change. I really like that one. So let's do some of these. I'm just going to start. There's so many. Let me show you these first, because I don't know if I'll have the time to do them all. Captured Hearts. That's one of Joan's. Wheels on Fire. Hey, Corey, welcome. So art archaeologist that just joined, that's my friend Corey. She is on Robin McClendon's design team with me, Rachel, and Vicky. And you should, if you don't know her channel, you should go to her name and chat to the right, click on the 3 dots and go to channel and then like her channel. And you can see her cool stuff. She just did a video using my stencils, actually. That turned out great, Corey, by the way. I love seeing people use them. So this one, Joan, you must have had a premonition with this design. This looks a little too familiar right now. But it is called Indecision. This is Tumbled. Oh, you did, Judy? Good for you. Cross Tire Tracks. Captive Hearts. Joan is a creating machine, I'm telling you. Zigzag. That's good, pop a black. Oh, you know what? We might pop something on top of that one over there with that. Let me put that there. Zigzag 2. That didn't mean anything to you because you can't see what I'm pointing at, but the one I just pulled. Abstracted. Windswept. Bobbled. And tire burst. Good Lord, girl. That's a whole lot of stencils going on there. We'll try our best to get through them. So let me show you these because they dried. Corey, these are the new Arteza set of 8 metallic colors in these 4.06 ounce tubes, 120 mils. I swatched them on white and black. They're very shiny. Oh. And it does have that Aztec gold in there that is also so sought after. And there they are on black. They're very creamy and look more pigmented than you would think a paint at that price point would be, honestly. Oh, you do, Dot? Yeah, I had a checkup with my oncologist that was put off until April sometime, and I don't know if that's going to happen either, but it haven't arrived yet. Yeah, it took a while for mine to get here, Judy. Okay, less talk and more printing. This one's Celtic Imagination. This is a round one that I haven't printed yet. So you know what? I'm going to do bronze on this. I want to get some bronze on my plate. Oh, wait a minute. I also want to get a little bit of leaf on my plate. I'm just going to try to put little streaks of it. No matter what you have in mind, see, it does its own thing. It's going to go where it wants to go, no matter how those carrier sheets help you control it. Okay, let's put a little bit of bronze on here. Love this paint. And little bits of that gold leaf will pop up in your prints as you go. And I'm going to make more washi tape strips over here. So let's do this. This is a little good pop-up. This is Joan's Zigzag. And these are small holes, so you want to take your time and make sure you get it smooshed in there pretty good. Hey, Janice from Portland. Welcome. Oh, Portland. Eileen, isn't that where Loose Ends is? Janice, do you know looseends.com? Apparently they have a storefront in your area. You guys should sign up for their email list because they have some really good specials. Jan forwarded me one. Actually, I received it on my own because I do subscribe, but I already had all the papers that were the special, but you guys would have loved them. They were, and I totally missed the email. I had 500 and some emails I had to go through. I went through them this evening. See you, Ray Ray. Maine, sorry. Portland, Maine. I'm sorry. I saw Portland and stopped reading. Sorry about that. No, then you're not there. You're only 3,000 miles away. So put that on your wish list. Ay. All right, let's see what we got there. Oh, there you go. That looks really cool printed. And that pushed the mishmash that came out of that previous pull in the background. But now, you know what'll really pop? I'm going to put it over here because I'm going to do it. A little pictograph action in black on there would be just what the doctor ordered. Okay. Where did I put Joan's stencils? I already oh, they're on the bottom. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Let's do abstracted. That's going to look really cool. I'm going to pull that up some kind of special way. I'm going to put some, I think just black behind it. Wait a minute. Do I want to? You know what? Let's use this Seth glaze. This is a clear, translucent gel glaze finish. And it looks very turquoise in there. But the print I did the other night, here it is. This one is this gel on the plate that I used to pull this up with. And Rachel Soul Rain has used these on her plate. She was in Seth's 4-day class recently. And they're very sticky. These gels are very sticky until they dry. But she said when you put it on the plate, pull it up right away. Don't let it sit on the plate. And that's what I did to this one. And it pulled up all kind of good stuff. But look at that light turquoisey color. It's beauty-muss. It's called, what the hell's the color? Blue Ocean. Okay, so let's put a little schmutz of this down here. And see how green it looks, turquoise? Once you start to roll it out, it's translucent and very sheer. So I think that's going to be good. So I'm going to grab onion skin for this one. Oh, great. Thanks, Libby. Might have pulled that one a little too soon. That didn't pull up near as much of the bronze as I thought it would. It's still a cool start to some kind of background. We might put that in the potential next layer pile. So I still got a lot of stuff on there. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this in case more of that's on there, so I don't schmutz up my plate right off the bat. Oh, there it is. Here's the rest of that bronze. We'll keep that one and do something with it too. Black. And what do I want to put on top of here in black? What do we want to put on top of there? You know what? That's kind of a... Do I want to do that? I'm going to put the new pictographs in the larger format. I'm going to put on that. In black. Eileen, you little screwball. I'm not doing it. I don't think I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll take one of my little jelly plates I never use. The little shaped ones. I never use those anymore. I don't even know if I ever used all of them in the first place. Had to have them. As you do. So I put this down backwards. You guys might not know that that's backwards, but I know that it's backwards. So I'm going to put it on top of this. So there's the print now, right? Ah, pretty. Send me one of your jelly plates and I'll do it, Eileen. I'd be happy to do it. Libby, what were you wondering? Do you know how onion skin is different from Del? Yeah, it's completely different paper. So the onion skin that I have is the vintage onion skin that was used with old typewriters. and it was easy to erase on and has that cockle finish and is very hard to get. And most people want to gouge you with the price if you want to try to get it on eBay or wherever. I believe it's got some cotton content, but it's not like deli paper at all. Deli paper is kind of waxed on one side. You can see how this crinkles. See all the crinkles in that from when I put it on and it got wet. I don't know if you can tell or not. Back here, you can see the crinkles on there. Maybe kind of hard to see it on white. They're all over it. There you go. You see some right there. It crinkles up as soon as it gets wet from the paint. The deli doesn't do that as much, and it's slicker. It doesn't have that kind of finish. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know exactly what is in deli paper, but it is completely different. There you go. See that black pushed all that back another notch and kind of gives it a focal point. Now it looks kind of cool. So now let's do something with this. I'm going to pat this off so get off some of the wet paint off of there. Eileen, for real? What was the book? I might need one. Let's do, just for giggles, let's do the pearl white behind this. I don't know how that's going to work. And some of that dried and is lifting off already. But you can see that take the shape of the pictographs where it went in the holes. I'm going to do that on onion skin just in case it's spectacular. Eileen probably has all those. Well, she doesn't have all the Sears catalogs, but I bet she's got multiples of page 602. I forget the year, but you know what I'm talking about. See how this is wrinkling? Maybe you can't. When it gets wet with the paint, it crinkles up. And where those raised spots of the paper are, it's going to leave the paint on there. So you'll have lines of the paint still left on the plate to pick up on a future print. Oh, that's not bad. That's kind of ghostly and cool looking. It's almost a Hello Lover. And so you can see some of the streaks on here underneath those buckles of the paper. Moving right along, let's just go right down where we're abstracted. Let's go there. So let's do this dark brown. This is one of the Artesas. It's like a bronze, but it's called Pearl Deep Brown. They do have a bronze. There's the difference. You know what? Let's just, for gigs, let's just throw a little schmutz of this in there. If it makes spots, I kind of try to do that. And Corey, I was watching your video today where you said you don't like how it spots sometimes like that, and I do not either. I might try sometime your idea of using one as hey Regina, as your using one of your plates as a palette. And I'm just going to pick these up on, this is deli, just on a plain paper so you can really see the stencil. Hey Carrie Ann, hey Shauna. Ooh, that's cool. That paint's pretty too. You can see the two tones through it as well. Oh, Mom, I like that one. Yeah, I'll have to try that. I'll have to rearrange because as you can see, I'm a little tight here. All right, let's do something with this. How am I going to do that? Will that show? Let's use this dark blue. Patti Arteza de Pebeo. I will put one on. I'll do a comparison. I'll put them on the plate together. I'm guessing the Pebeo. We used to always call it PBO. I do think it's called Pebeo. Go, Gail, go! Hey, that's a good name to see in chat. How are you? I'll tell you what, you picked a good year to get your garden going to be able to supply your own food this year. I'm going to pick this up over here. This is the Celtic Imagination. And let me pull this. Oh, look how that how speckledy that paint in the background looks with the bronzy stuff under it in places. Can you see that? Kind of made like its own pattern. Maybe over in this corner you can see it better. That's kind of cool. Let's take this off of there. I'm going to just pull this on Deli and see what happens. I don't know how much of it we'll get. What color was the turquoise blue? It is Dick Blick matte acrylic in dark deep blue. It really is. Hey, Eileen, have you heard from Jean? I'm not on Twitter hardly ever. I go on Twitter to announce to you guys when I'm going to stream, and that's about all I'm ever on Twitter. So if anybody tries to reach me on Twitter and you don't hear from me, that's why. But I'm not on it enough to know if Jean's still posting regular. I don't see her in chat much, and which is fine. I just want to make sure she's okay. Jean, if you're listening, I'm not complaining. I'm just checking on you, honey. Oh, that's cool. Kind of looks like a bronze medallion. I like that. Oh, mommy like. Oh, and look, I got the outline, the holes of that one. You probably can't see it. Still on my plate. Oh, good, good. That's what I was hoping the answer would be. She's still knitting. She's fine. Groovy. Okay, let's. I know we're past Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, but let's. So you wanted to see PBO against one of the Aztecs. So let's try to mix something crazy. Do I have a blue green out here? Oh, here it is. Hang on. That'll be a better choice. Let's mix this. This is the Pebeo Dyna colors. The paint's one color, the mica is the other, and this is iridescent green blue. This looks so cool against black. That was not the artist. So there's that. And let's put just the regular gold of the Arteza down here. And we'll see if one gets snotty, which will probably be the PBO if either one of them do it. It's a little thicker. I just did that to mix up those streaks a little bit better. So this is, you know what, I'm going to pick another one because it seems like this one should be reddish with the hearts. This is Tire Burst. Joan, you spelled tire wrong. Those UKers and their spellings. Anybody like circles? Joan's got a bunch of different round, circly designs. The cool color where it mixed. Let's see. Over here. See where it mixed more. There you go. That's cute. Cute. Oh, that's good, Dot. Isn't it cool how you can be in the UK and she's in Canada and I'm sitting in Maryland and now we know that she's okay and what she's doing. And that she can play long distance games with her kin. All right, I'm going to put something down on top of this right away. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Let's do Pearl Space Gray. I don't know why. It's just sort of here. So you guys always see me rolling off on here. I used to put a piece of cardstock there and roll off on it, and then give them to CB. But I don't know why I started doing it. I think because I'm running out of room and I don't really have an 8.5 by 11 comfortable spot there. But I just started doing them this way, like the AC size ones too. What is your gel plate sitting on? It's a 12 by 12 piece of, what's that stuff called? It's not glass. Plexiglass that I got on Amazon. And I just put duct tape around here because the edges were really sharp. And it sticks to it. Kind of makes it like a big stamp. I can actually use this as a stamp and invert it and stamp it on something. But I don't. Better less talking and more getting this off the plate. It's Robin's fault you don't get them anymore. So I showed earlier what I've been doing with those. I love the stencil. I love chevrons, so there you go. But the paint looks pretty cool through there too. See what it picked up? You can't hate that. So I'm going to pull this, let that dry a minute. Oh, there's a booger. What did we just say that gave me an idea of what I was going to get my hands on next? What the heck did I just say? Oh, showing you what I did with the, I know it does, Corey. So these are some of the strips that I cut out and then take the 4-inch wide double-sided tape and mount them on there and stamp and emboss or whatever. Now I'll cut this into strips and use it for washi. But there's one of them. And I'll probably come back. There's one I had a black roll off over here the other day, then put my gold amoeba wood stamp in there. Put some stamps over it. This one kind of went awry. I might just punch circles out of that one. This one I really like. This was a real light black roll off. Then I took that silver black ink that you see up here and was just wiping off my brush like that. And then I stamped over it with a real fine Oriental font through there. And then this is one of Seth's stamps. This is an older one that I got, and it's really fine. So I used the Ranger Platinum, which is a real fine embossing powder. I really like that. And this was bigger than the 4 inches, so I had another extra strip I put down there. I like that one. This one, you can see the shadows of that amoeba stamp in there in the back. I call it amoeba. I don't know why the hell I call it amoeba. And I might do some gold foil with my quill over this, and I might just punch it out in circles instead of making it washi tape. Here's another strip with a different one of Seth's stamps. Pendants and earrings. Ah. And this one has my round pictograph stamp on it. And I used 2 of Seth's new powders. I forget what they were called. This one's called, crap, what are they called? Like Galaxy? No. The turquoise one is called Sea of Tranquility. And the other one, here it is called Blue Moon? No, that's not right. Hang on. Where is it? Really? Oh, here it is, right in front of me in the drawer. Space Dust. Space Dust. Sea of Tranquility and Space Dust. But I'll see if I can get you those in there close. See, that Space Dust has a bunch of different colors in there. It's very shiny. And then this is the Sea of Tranquility, which is a turquoise, but it's got a variety of shades in it. See, it's not just a solid color. All right, so I did that one. So that's what I did with those. Got another one in the works. Oh, you did a video on paper jewelry. I didn't know you do everything, Corey. The bad ones always can be good ones. Hey, Rachel. Yeah, you can always throw a little pop of black on there, or, just about anything to really bring them back. All right, I want to clean this off. You know what? I'm going to try this one of Seth's Glaze again. Rachel, I was just telling everybody, you said to yank this up as soon as you get it rolled out. Hopefully that's enough to pull. I still got some down there. Maybe that was a little too soon. But look at all the little colors that popped up in through there. You see it as it moves with the color shifts and the different layers and stuff. That's actually a really cool background. I love the color of this gel. I mean, it's bright there, but you can see what it looks like when it gets rolled out, how translucent it goes. I got to get the baby poop one, Rachel, the whiskey. Oh, you're counting? Somebody needs to keep an eye on me. Okay, let me show a couple more Jones. Oh, you know what I did want to show you. I did want to show you a little something here. This is another section of the iStencil site to look at. I always love, this is always one of my favorites. And it's an iStencils brand, and it's a repeatable stencil where you can see the top. You can line it up, that shadow there. And it's called a repeat. Repeat. Well, you just have to trust me. But here's the number. These don't have names. These have numbers. And this one is 27-00107. Can I show it? Oh, it's a fine. There it is. Grab it. And it's a 3D. See how it looks like it's 3D? It is 3D. The Titan buff misses me. I might have to do that. But I want to do something first. Let's see, what colors do I want to do? Let's do something dark in the corner down here. Oops. And do a little something. That's a Pebeo Dynacolor. Oops. That's a sad sound in more than one way. Let's put a row of that, and let's do a little bronze up here. Am I ballsy enough to do another color in between? Let's do a little bit of this. And mix it all up. So I'm going to do kind of a diagonal gradient. How brave of me. Let's see what happens. Get that down there. Let's see what happens. This is a really cool one too. I love those gradients. See how 3D that looks? And it's 2D. Sale ends on Monday. Yep. Let's see. There's something that wasn't all that attached to. Look at this one, Rachel. Didn't that turn out cool? Kind of looks like a medallion kind of thing. I just ran across that. I'm going to use this. This had that little bit of pickup on it. Let's just pull whatever comes off of this. Get a little 3D ghost on there. Do you, Terry? I loved it too. When I got this, I use this thing all the time. If you look back at some of my old stuff, it's all over the place. Hey, Gilly. Was that Gilly? It is Gilly. Hi. There is no code for the sale. The whole website. Oh, that's kind of cool. The whole website, Randy, is 33% off. Any of the 3,500 plus designs. Now that became one of my favorites. Pop a little tiny black pictograph or Jones' little pop a black stencil in there. Now you're talking. Okay. So there's that one. But no, there's no code. Oh, the gear one, that is that's one of Jones. And it is called, she's got 3 round. You would probably like both, Rachel. This is one of Jones' new stencils under my heading on iStencils. It's called Celtic Imagination. And she has another round one that I really like. Where is it? I really need another stencil storage solution. Here it is. This one. Wheel of Change. I really like that one too. And I'm stalling because I want some of this to dry. That was actually intentional. And I wanted to, what time is it? What time it is. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean this up with some bronze through my surfboard stencil. I love this one. Some of this, I'm telling you, I swear, to some of the simplest designs are the ones I find the most useful. And I did several collages. You guys been here with me, have seen me do this, where I'll cut these out and use them in collages to have a long little surfboardy design in there. But that's what I'm gonna do. Is this still wet? The answer is yes. That's one surefire way to try it. You like it too, Judy? It does. Yeah, if you're going to layer the designs, it's a pretty stark design that if you want to lay it with something really busy, that does lend itself to that. And like even my stripe stencils, I have several different stripe stencils, different size widths, and some with real long, wavy, skinny lines. Those are really useful too. Actually, to be honest, the one with the skinny, wavy, long lines is, you got to watch how you put it on the plate because it's loosey-goosey stencil. All right, I'm going to put this on low and dry this a little bit. Hang on. That's just cool air. See? Cool air. Yeah, the surfboard one is Mama like that one. But I think it's going to look really cool through here because you're going to get slivers of this. And I think well, you know what? If I use bronze, this isn't really going to show well here. Let me think about that. Let me give that a little ponder. Maybe. Oh, I wonder what Seth's gel would look like behind there. Oh, Jackie, Jackie, do you have an Etsy site? So Creations by Jay Sherry is who I'm talking. That's Jackie. And Rachel's talking about her having her own, cutting her own stencils. Because some of your designs I really like. They're kind of tribal too. I didn't get a notification. What did you miss? Oh, Jackie's live. So do I pick it up with this? Oh, wait. Or I want it to contrast. I would love to pick this up with bronze, but then this whole bit over here is going to be bronze on bronze. Hang on. Hold it. Oh, I have some. I wonder what one of these like chocolate or espresso metallics would look like. I love brown and blue together. What is the name? Jackie, let me know the name of your Etsy shop. Oh, there it is, Artisan Cafe. If one of the mods can maybe find a link to Artisan Cafe on Etsy, that would be good. Because you guys that aren't mods can't put a link in. You can put in Artisan Cafe, Etsy dot whatever, and spell out the word dot, but that confuses people more than anything. I think that's what I'm gonna do. This one's darker. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna do it. You just watch me. This is the espresso folk art metallic. No, sorry, chocolate brown. Chocolate brown. Do. All right, let's just. Or should I do it with? Hang on. Should I do it with Tight and Buff? I think it's too much like these colors through here, Kathy. The matte acrylic. This kind of rolls out into a more turquoise color than it looks in the bottle. It looks really dark. I mean, I could put black behind it. There you go. It's the Artisan Cash. Cachet. Depends on where you work. Do I want brown or do I want Titan buff? Oh, maybe I'll mix the two. No, it's going to be too busy. Oh my God, all these decisions. I have a bunch of other ones, Kathy, but they are in unknown and undisclosed locations at the moment. You know what? Something's telling me to use Titan buff. I don't know what's telling me, but there's somebody talking to me telling me that. So hold on. So tight and buff, just like I like my men. When will that ever get old? Tight buff. This will let all those colors pop on in their own right, and it won't compete with them. Get down there. Surfboards. And let's do it. Do I want to do it on black? I'm going to do it on black. I don't know why, but I'm going to do it on black. All these last minute decisions. Oh, Craig Turner, you must have been a bad boy. Timed out. Somebody better delete him. He's going to come back after his timeout. And I want to clean it up. I want all that to come up out of those holes. So I'm giving it a really good zhuzh with my thumb knuckle. Try to get all that Titan buff to marry to those colors and pull off the plate. All right, we got something. Of course you did, Eileen. You're like a Gestapo. Oh. That's kind of cool. Now what I'm going to do, the reason I did this on black is when I cut these out, I'm going to leave a little edge of the black on there. I remembered that from one other time I did this. And it looks really cool because it kind of frames it. Yeah, mommy liked that. Okay, so now we have that in reverse. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put something over this. That. You know what? I think I'm going to use that stuff again. I think I'm going to. What did that moron want? You're messing with the wrong chicks here, CT. Eileen Jones, yeah, they take no prisoners, CB. Now I should get all this glaze showing through the holes where the surfboard's lifted up. And then they'll be outlined with that design from the 3D stencil. That's what's in my head. Well, it didn't come out as well as I hoped, but I do love that background color. Oh, it looks like a Caribbean ocean. I could just bury my head in that color right now. But I won't for sake of time and embarrassment. I don't embarrass easily. Can you tell? All right, let's do how is it? Oh my. I want to show you a couple of these badass stencils I was telling you guys about. They have all different categories. When you look under Badass Stencils on iStencils, they have tons of different types of stencils. They have one, I forget what it's called, but there's one that has, see how this has the edges of the waves on it? So you can use that as part of a design too. They have some where the whole edges, all edges are all different, and they're different shapes and very organic shapes. So let's try this one. And I don't know how much of that fits on there. You can even get the waves in there. Okay, let's try something. We try it. What color? What color do we want to use? Let's use some greens. Little dragon. Little dragon. Get out of there. And a little emerald. These are the flash colors, emerald flash. The crap, I can't say it. Color shift, full color shift. Dragon flash and emerald flash. And let's just, for shits and gigs, as we say, let's just throw a little bit of this aquamarine just in there, just to lighten it up a little bit. This is going to look really interesting. It's got all kinds of different colors in there. And it was splotchy, so the different layers are showing through differently. You can't hate it, people. You can try, but you cannot. And this is just a little bit bigger than the plate. I'll try to print a little bit up here so you can see what I was talking about. I'm gonna pull this on black. They're all shiny colors. It should be good. Patty has some information to say. No, it's on the new site, and it'll hit your cart when you go through checkout, Sandy. Ooh, look at you. Look at all those colors that came up. Oh, look at you. You little rascal. Hello, lover. Look over in here in this area. My thumb is. That's magnificent. And see the little waves that came up? They were kind of cockeyed off the plate, so that's not a good representation. But you can see where you could turn that and just use the waves in something. That'd be one for Xandra to use in her mermaid stuff. Isn't that cool? Mama like. Now we got the reverse of that. Just waiting to be captured on something very special. Those. What time is it? 8:24. You know, just for, I'm saying shits and giggles too much, but let's just put some black on there. See what happens. I'm trying to press very lightly because I don't want to disturb the shape of that. I don't want to put that over that either. Caught myself. Let's see what we get. Probably had too much. I didn't let it dry. Crapola. Well, I hosed that up from what I had in my head. There's still an image there. It's very light. It's actually actually very pretty. now that I got over my little hissy fit and looked at it, look how some of those colors are popping up through that black. That ain't bad. You know what we could do? We could pop something like silver on top of that. Yes, we could. All right. Got a lot of yummy stuff going on here. Klondike bar buzzer has not gone off. Oh, it will at 8:30. 8:30, but Dave's got it covered. How nice of you to, you're like a motto for all aspects of my life. Taking my mom yeah, that was a badass. Taking my mom her Klondike bar. 8:30 Klondike time. Hang on, I'll tell you what it was. Maybe if I can put my hands on it again. Here we go. Nani, meaning beautiful. Nani. And this one's BAD, BAD 6091. That was that one. This one I really like too. I'll show you this one while I'm on the badass roll. This one's called Endless, and it is endless. See the ends, they're open. That's a really cool one too. Hang on, let me dry this. Well, it works better when I plug it in, so hold on. Right, Rachel, that black one I just pulled, that'll be really cool. I'm going to look at it again after it dries. This could pull up some really interesting bits. And this looks like, not spider webbing, but like crackles, sort of, in a different way. Like, what do I want to say? What does that look like? Good enough. I think we're going to pull her up with some bronze. That's what I'm thinking. Put a little shiny in there. Just enough, but not too much and not too little. That's the sweet spot of getting what I like to call a cleanup print. Here we go. See, I did it gradient before. Ugh. Let's go here. All right. You're making me buy all these art stencils. Will you send me some toilet paper? Let's revisit that in August. Okay, Corey, take care. Have a good night. I hope so, Janice. Put a really good schmutz on it. All right, here goes nothing. Here goes nothing, honey. Still didn't give me all I wanted, but what it did give me is pretty cool. I'm guessing I didn't have quite enough paint on there. However, that just means that the next one is probably going to be fabulous. Yeah, look at all that stuff that's on there now. Oh, there it is. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Dave's on duty. He's got me covered. God bless him. You know, I'm thinking I'm going to try the Seth stuff again. I got to get that right. I got to get that right because that first one I did was right. I put a little bit more than I did before. Let's see if that was the problem. Because that color coming through those holes where there's no bronze against the bronze, that's got Hello Lover written all over it if it works. Gayla, I'm surprised you don't have a freezer full. Patty, do 2 pulls with Seth Gels. Ghost is pretty too. Oh, okay. I'll do it. I have the metallic ones too, but this turquoise one I just really like. Oh, it still didn't pull that up. Look. Now, what did I do wrong there, Rachel, that it didn't pull that up? Although it's kind of cool for a start. Pull it again. Pull it again. I don't need to let this dry or anything, right? Just add more and look for the one that looks that color because some of the packaging is coming out different. The first packaging had some of the names were in French, and I think he said the new packaging is going to be in French and English. And I think, Rachel, what was this one called when you bought it? It was called something else. Glacier, I think. No, just put the paper. Oh shit! I put more on. Saw that a little late. So much for that. I do not, the couple seconds delay is enough for my mind to go wander. Yeah, Glacier Green, that's what it is. And this on this label it says Blue Ocean, but it's in French. Bleh. I'm so worldly. Still not coming up. Come on. Give me that. Crap, I still didn't pull it up. I'm going to have to go to my Old Faithful. I forgot what that was sitting there. My Old Faithful cleanup, which is tightened up. Yeah, I think when they dry, they're not as sticky. Let's dry this a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull it up on black. My black bond paper. It's cool air. Say, cool air. In case anybody pops in watching this recording, they're going to think I'm going to self-combust. Okay. Looks like it's not getting enough paint on there. I'm not going to put that over there. That's looking really cool. All right, let's go with black bond paper. See you, April. Thank you. Have a good night. Ah, Terry, you're wearing Rachel's scarf. They're beautiful. Muttley. Ah. I want this to really suck this off of there. Are you? Well, we'll see. We'll see what I get. It looks like it's going to do pretty well. Oh, wow. Look how, and it's still got more bits on there. Look how crusty that is. And look at that blue-green flash in there. Because it's got some black in there and bronze in there, opaque paints, making it flash back. Ah, hello, lover. You were worth the wait. I think Mommy's going to have to scan you. Oh, I like it. Not much of a demo for the stencils there, but it was a hell of a cleanup pull. What time is it? 8:36. All right, I'm going to show you one more badass because I think it's badass. That's right, I said it. I said it twice. Let me put that over there. It keeps wanting to fold up on me. Get over there. Let's do, this is a PBO green yellow. Still got some good stuff on there. Green yellow. And let's use this thick blick, the dark one that goes kind of turquoise. These bottles are so hard you can't, my hands are pretty strong, but I can't squeeze those. This might be a mishmash of who knows what. But let's just give it a try. So this is another badass, and this one is called a triple threat. They have a series called Triple Threat where there's 3 stencils in one, these little ones, the medium one, and then this one with the leaves. So I normally just would print this, but I'm just going to let these drop because they're there. So why not? And I think these badass stencils are, a lot of them are meant for the tattoo industry. There you go. Use shipping tape, packing tape, Jerry, on your plate and see if that'll pull it up. Otherwise, I'd soak it in Murphy's oil soap. Oh, did you hear that, Gayla? That's one of your rocks. From your little rock statue fell. Okay. So. Let's go crazy. Or should we? Why not? Let's go crazy. I'm going to put some rose gold on this. This is the Treasure Gold by Folk Art, called Rose Gold. I've got to get rid of that liner in the lid of that one. Nope, did I screw around and wait too long again? What was I going to do? Just pull that, right? Yeah. Oh, you know what? Just again, for the gigs. Where is it? Come on, it's going to dry. Where are you? There it is. I'm going to try to get more surfboards out of that and see if those leaves come through on the little bits I can cut out and collage with. And I'm going to go for the black paper so I get the little black edge around it when I cut them out. Let's see. In my head, it's going to be a hello lover, but on paper, we'll see in a minute. Have they thought about doing the infinity just a bit shorter for 2? Oh, you're talking about the scarf. Come on, come up nice and pretty for Mama. Don't make me say bad words that Gail is going to write down and hold against me. Oh, that's kind of cool. There's all different colors and you can see some of the fine little designs in there. Some crusty bits. That's pretty cool. Mommy like that. Let's do another. But I'm going to do one of my old favorites combinations for a gradient. This is Golden Phthalo Turquoise. And then I believe it was the PBO Green Blue. I don't want that out here. If I can squeak any more out. Crusty as a musty. Fail me now. And then, did I use gold or bronze? Let's just use the bronze. I have the gold out here too. I don't know if I use gold, but I know it was a golden paint. So that's almost out. Isn't that sad? It's been sitting upside down too. That's so sad. All right, well, let's start down here. Well, let's get a little bit of this going. Get it back into there. And come back into there. Get that down here. Now let's get the gold going over in this corner. And drag it over the blue. Sorry, not looking at chat right now. I got to concentrate. All right, now what stencil? Oh, this one. See, I did one on there. Copper. That's what I used to use, not gold. Holy crap! Right there was my hint to copper. Oh well. But this is the one. This is the exclusive from a few sales ago that everybody really liked. So she put it in the full line. How cool that looks. See, that's another one that looks 3D. And this is one of mine. You can find it under my, what did they call it now? Oh, this one just says freebie. I don't know what they called it. But you'll find it in mine. I liked that one. Let me try to pick up get a ghost of that on here. Let's just see if that'll work, what'll come off, because I want to clean out these holes and then see what kind of a print I can get that's in the shape of the stencil. So you got a little ghost on top of that. And let's pull that up. Now this side's gold and that side's copper. Okay. Now let's you know what? I'm going to try to I'm going to do something here. I'm just going to put a little champagne gold over this, just to let that kind of come through the holes. Just a little bit, tiny bit. I'm going to pick it up with onion skin and see what we got. Yeah, I was on an ombre kick there for a while, a few years back, Rachel. Well, in my head, that was going to look a lot prettier, but still, good background start. Right? Let's not cry over spilt paint. We can still retrieve something glorious there. Just need a little pop of black over top of it. Let me go back to a couple of Jones. What time is it? I wanted to wrap up at 9. I'll have to probably finish Jones tomorrow, but let me grab another one. Let's do this one. I need more black paint. I'm doing the black because I like the PBO green blue over the black. It looks nice. Tire tracks. So let's take not too many of those I'm willing to sacrifice. Let's do it over this. This is still a little bit wet, but we're going to do it anyway. That might be a total mistake with it still being wet. We'll find out. What would Patti do if they banned all the paints that color? Let's not suggest that to anyone. Well, people are making these crazy decisions right now, clamping us down. I have to decide between turquoise colors and toilet paper, I guess. Art journal guy. Is that Travis? Oh, there you go. See how those black bits, how it pulled up that PBO and are a little sparkly in there? And they really are, but I don't know if I can catch it on camera. There you go. See them kind of flashy? It is Travis. Hey! Good to see you in chat, honey. There's your diamond shapes. Is that Rachel that likes the diamond? Oh, you were talking about triangles in your video. Well, it's 2 triangles together makes a diamond. Let's do something crazy. I don't usually jelly print like this, but I'm going to do it. Here's the wheel of change. No, wait. Just right over all that black and all that other stuff, and it's still kind of damp. I'm going to go with some bronze. This is kind of what I did for that other one that came out kind of like a medallion earlier. That's what I'm going to see if I can do. Put this one down. This is another one of Jones called Wheel of Change. Now let's see what I can pick up in all those yummy bits that are down there. Gold flakes. Oh, yeah. That would happen if I just did gold, my quill pen all over my jelly plate, right? Who that? Oh, hang on. Oh, look at you. The tire treads are showing in the gold, the bronze. There's all those diamonds. Holy crap. Mom, I like that. Now what's under here? Precious. How pretty that is. So what am I going to put over that to pick up? Let me look at it. Let me cheat. So it is mostly bronze on the top. Do I dare try Seth's stuff again? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh, it didn't pick up much. I got a little ghostly image of it. I'm begging for another layer. But look at all that stuff on there. We're going to dry it, and I'm going to pick it up with Tight and Buff. Yep, I think a lot of us are doing a lot of more art than usual because, well, we don't have much of a choice to do anything else. And it's good for us. The creative outlet. A few chuckles to boot. That's good medicine. Okay, so now I'm going to pull it on black, and I'm putting down some Tight and Buff, and just a little bit. I think the last time I put down a little bit too much. It didn't pull as much as I wanted it to. This may not be enough. Crap. I'm telling you, there is a sweet spot, and I'm not finding it lately. I always put too much paint on until I started following Robin and trying to do her glazing layers and such with a lot less paint. And Now sometimes I find I don't put enough when I need a little bit more. Up until now. You got to cut it off sometime, Jackie. So for any of you that are like to support local business, although it's not local to many of you, Go Gail, go it would be. And who else is on that's local? I didn't see Neighbor Jean in there tonight. But Queen's Ink, of course they had to shut down too, and they're one of the last mixed media, probably the last mixed media store anywhere around here. And they do have a website. We're doing curbside orders. You can call ahead if you're local and swing by, and they'd bring it out and set it outside for you to pick up. Which I wanted to do last week, and with my mom here and working from home, it didn't happen. But that's one website if you'd like to support it. And they also created a new Facebook page where they're going to have people posting things that they have created with stuff they've made from Queen's Ink. And Rachel, I know you were there and were a good patron of theirs, and maybe you could post some of your stuff out there that you've used from there. Okay, we get it or not? Not all of it. Still a lot down there. But look at that the ghostly medallion shadow. Look at that up close. Look at the blue popping through there from those PDO paints. Look at you. And you can still see the wheel of change in there. Very ghostly, but it's there. And see how the deli paper wrinkles a little bit? That's what all those little lines are. When it goes down with a wetter layer of paint, it does that little crinkling thing. That's an old wall right there. Okay, one more to try to get rid of some of this. Not get rid of it because it's a lovely, but lift it. I'm tapping because I'm thinking, as you do. You know what? I haven't done Seth's sprays tonight. Let's wrap up with a little spray, shall we? These are Seth's Zinc dye sprays. I got the metallic set in a green and a blue. I know that's no shocker to anybody. This is how he suggests, instead of shaking them up and down, to do this so that all the mica in there doesn't clog the sprayer. And you get a nice spritz. So this is the gold. Let's just do it. Gold. This is the rose gold. No, copper buff. And this is the pearl, antique pearl, which if you mix it with any of the flat colors, you can make it kind of pearlized instead of flat. And let's put a little blue and a little bit of the green. Now I know that looks like a lot, and it is, but I want it to be a lot, and I want to let it sit for a minute. See that green and rose gold where it's mixing there, the copper? That mica is heavier, and it's going to sink down to the bottom, but I want to mix it up. So I'm going to do this, and I know it's going to bead up. All right, we all know that little secret. It's going to bead up. Put some of that down here. And now I'm going to use rice paper. And I'm not trying to do I'm not trying to pull a print, but I just want to let it see how it absorbs all the color, all the ink. Right? You guys that were on with me recently might have seen me do this. You never know if Gail is paying attention or not, so Website says my stencil will deliver on Monday. I'm going to play. Oh, cool. Good, Travis. Thank you. So that's pulling up most of the color, right? And so, oh, that pulled up a lot of the, oh, you know why? Because it's on this. So that pulled up a lot of the mica too. However, you can see on the plate, see the dots all over the blank part of the plate? That's where that mica from those droplets just settled. So I think because it was on this paint, that's why it picked up more. It didn't really dry like it had before. And oh, didn't I use Seth's gel on that? Didn't I, to pull that, those pulls? Yeah. So was it? No, it wasn't. It was Dragon Flash. Just caught myself there. So I'm going to go a little bit of Dragon Flash on here. Right? And I'm going to take my little amoeba stamp that I call it. I don't know why I call it that. That's not the name. I'm going to put little little shadows. Oh, there I got a really good impression. On my future washi tape. Because it's making a deep impression because it's so thick. Like my head. Okay, so now, what did I pull that on before? What kind of paper? Was it on rice paper? I think it was on rice paper, wasn't it? But it, oh, my brain's locking up and now I can't remember. Or, you know what? I think it was. As the paint dries on the plate. Ah, screw it. Let's just do it. Oh, I made a little rhyme. Aha! Shopping, probably trying to hoard more toilet paper. She struck gold on Amazon the other day. I had some Lysol wipes in my cart trying to one click and get the hell out of there. While they were there, gone. There's an error. Oh, currently not available. Ugh. For some reason, I'm thinking it wasn't rice paper. Now that I'm doing this, I'm not sure it's strong enough to pull all those bits up. But we're about to find out, aren't we? Yes, we are. Let me have a little peek. Still didn't pull it up. But look how spectacular it looks. See all that mica that it picked up? It's all around here, those little dots of gold. That's what fell out of the inks, the metallic inks on the plate. Thank you, Mr. Gravity. But I love this little stamp. It's one of those wood, hand-carved wood stamps. That's not too bad. But now we'll have all this for tomorrow because Mama's tired. It's been a long day, let me tell you. Judy, have you resorted to using your curtains? That's what I keep telling Dave. When the neighbors see one panel of the curtains disappearing every few days, you know what's up. And then when they see us out of curtains and dragging the garden hose through the bathroom window, we're going to call that a bidet. So here will be my next little washi bits. Look how cool that is. See, there's the one that left the impression because the paint's so thick. All right, kids. Mama's going to call it a night. I'll wrap up with the deets. And we'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to come on earlier tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time because I've got some laundry to do. I'm going to make a gigantic pot of stew, which takes several hours. Oh, you're welcome, Joan. Use Dave t-shirts. Oh, God. Hey, it's hard to tell. We may run out of deli paper. You don't know where it's going to go. Anyway, istencils.com, having a sale through Monday, the 30th of March, 2020. If you're watching this in 5 years, it's not effective. I always get comments from the old sale ones. I missed the sale. The coupon's not working. It was from 2013. 33% off the entire site. I know it's over 3,500 designs. It's probably closer to 4,000, to be honest. You get the free stencil with the purchase of one of mine or one of Joan's stencils rather than having a minimum purchase to get it. This time you get that. So the percentage is more. The free stencil is a better deal. Sherry's going to donate 10% from the entire week's sales to a COVID-19 charity. Free domestic shipping, as always, with iStencils for domestic orders $50 or more. If you don't make the $50 order, it's $2.99 shipping domestic and $11.99 shipping international. So there you have it. Thanks for hanging in with me tonight. I appreciate it. Had some fun. A little laugh, a little giggle, a little art. A couple good pulls. More than a couple, actually. Let's see. I'm going to pull some out here so I can take some pictures to post. And there we go. Okay. That's what we did tonight. All this stuff. Plus this little outcast that didn't. This is still a little bit sticky, but Rachel says when they dry thoroughly that they're not sticky, but it's not sticking to other papers. Look at my hands. That wasn't really a good test. All right, guys, I'm going to run, and thanks for joining me. Thanks for your support, and I'll be back tomorrow. It's going to be more afternoonish than evening, so you're welcome, Joan. All right, bye, guys.